welcome to another week of Soulfully Guided. For those who haven't tuned in before, I'm your host, Carmel-Anne. And so I gave last week a miss because I was feeling unwell. And this week's topic, I won't be going into a qualitative, but this week's topic is really interesting. So I'll stay tuned and I'll go on to that shortly. Just for those who haven't seen me before, as I said, my name's Carmel-Anne. I'm your host, Soulfully Guided. I have my website, soulfullyguided.com.au. For those watching the replay, you'll be able to see the bio and the link to my website. Please do come and check us out. You'll see all my authentic socials there. And there's my Insta, which is needing a bit of love. So if you want to hang out there and say hi on my Insta account, I'd love that. And we have a Facebook group and a Facebook business page. And yeah, you can get to see more of my work and how I read there. So last week wasn't feeling well. I had a cold. And then this week, I woke up and I woke up, everything was normal. I went to do a reading and it was a professional reading and I felt completely disconnected from my intuition. It happened once before many, many years ago. So I've had to reschedule all my readings because I didn't feel right charging when I felt I couldn't connect. I'm out of sync actually, so I'm respecting that. So today's show is for whether you're a professional reader or you're using your intuition to guide you on a personal level day by day. Wherever you are in your stage, there are moments where we feel out of sync and out of alignment with our intuition. I don't feel scared about it, but I did have to take measures and I will share what I've done for me personally. And yeah, so hang tight if you want to listen to me for another 10, 15 minutes talking about it. I would love that. But there's a lot going on. And when I do my tarot readings, I specifically specialize in tarot readings. I haven't yet explored other modalities because I don't want to complicate my reading style. So moon cycles and astrology and horoscopes and all that sort of thing, I really value them, but I don't know them from a professional level. And I hear there's something going on with about 6 or 7 planets in Mercury retrograde. And if you look it up and want to understand it, it actually really makes sense. And so I feel like if I had to explain it, not having my intuition in alignment with me, I speak a second language, so it's like, and fluently, so it's like I've woken up and completely forgotten how to speak that language, like it is non-existent. Maybe some people think it's, other professionals spoken to says it does happen, and had some advice from a mentor who's feeling the same, and that's a little bit off. But I wanted to give some strategies on whether you're a professional or you enjoy using your intuition. I wanted to give you some strategies that I'm working on. So I've actually respectfully rescheduled all my readings and people were very mindful of that. I'm switching off from the cards. So I'm switching off to switch back in and reconnect. So for me, basically, I've been going out with my daughters. I wish I could show you the view here. I don't even see houses. There's just we've got neighbours, but we've got land in front of us and a beautiful creek and some trees and beautiful scenery and nature. So we've been going out exploring, taking our lunch pack, having random picnics along the creek and walking without time limits or time barriers or thinking we have to be home by this time. So I'm really connecting with not only nature, but my children and myself. It's been really nice being able to connect with nature and touch the trees and not feel restricted like I have to be somewhere else. That's a really strong, it's really strong and beneficial for me to do that. I've really switched off, enabled to feel like I could reconnect. And I as you can see here, there's some selenite on my card. I got suggested by someone else in the industry to reset my cards, put them all in numerological order and reset them, clear them, and let them get some sun and some moon while I'm also reconnecting with my intuition. So what I also do is on a surface level for between readings or between, if I come across someone that's feeling, not intentionally wanting to harm me energetically, but just feeling a bit low, I just clap 3 times and clear the energy. I also do it with my cards, knock them 3 times between readings, but this is some heavy duty cleansing I'm going to have to do. I also joined a psychic circle, a psychic development circle, which is great. I'm really looking forward to getting started. The reason why I did that is because I felt like I have this gift and I realized I'm not doing anything to fine tune it, to service it, or to maintain it. Like when you buy a car and not getting the service, it's going to be useless to you and not reach its full potential or capacity to get you from A to B unless you keep it well maintained. So I'm really enjoying going to an intermediate to advanced psychic development group. So not only can I grow, but I can nurture my gifts. And I've also meditated. Meditating is so amazing. I'm not great at it. I am getting better at it. I'm reconnecting in that sense. And I really, if anyone needs to switch off for a moment, even if you're doing the dishes, you don't have to literally sit down and meditate and be in this really ideal, perfect idea of Zen space. For some of us that are parents, sometimes washing the dishes and just tuning out is a great way to sort of meditate if we have those time barriers that I'm trying to avoid this week. So that's some other things that I've been doing, and really relaxing, just switching off. If I want to read a book, I'll read a book. If I want to play with my children, I'll play with my children. Having the beauty of such understanding people that are booking with me, and having a space where I can be completely honest and not afraid to share my journey has been amazing. And these are some techniques if you're feeling off with what's going on energetically, I really recommend it. Also, I've worked on my physical health and I've worked on my mental health and my emotional health. Now I'm working on my spiritual health and my physical health. So putting all that in alignment is really good. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me this week. Next week, I'll probably talk about if I've come out of this block with my intuition. And I'd love to reconnect with you next week, same time, same place. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. I'll see you next Thursday if you're in Australia, or Wednesday if you're in the US. Bye.